Hi there, this is Earl Hickey here with a boxing prediction for you. Today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Amir Khan, WBA 140 pound titleist, versus Marcos Maidana, the interim WBA 140 pound titleist. This fight may or may not be happening in the first half of this year, which is 2010 obviously. If it doesn't happen then I'll assume for now that it will be taking place in the second half of 2010 after Khan has his first fight with Golden Boy against whoever that's going to be. On paper, this fight looks very interesting for a few reasons. The first would be Marcos Maidana's impressive 92% knockout ratio, contrasted up against Amir Khan's historically fragile chin. If you look at this fight on paper, it looks very, very difficult for Amir Khan to win. Maidana is resilient. He's a tough road warrior who's travelled around the world, taken on young prospects here, there and everywhere, and generally come out on top. In fact, the only fight that he's lost was about 2 years ago versus Andreas Kotelnik, who's the fighter that Amir Khan beat on a decision for his WBA 140 pound title. Depending on who you talk to, that fight may or may not have been a robbery. Personally, I had Kotelnik winning a very, very close and tough fight, but either way there wasn't much in it. If you contrast that with Amir Khan, he has faced probably a lesser level of competition to Maidana. He hasn't really travelled outside of the UK, and he has been fed a number of soft opponents, or guys like Marco Antonio Barrera, who was way past his prime and pretty much way too small to deal with Khan. It's a good win on paper, but in reality it doesn't mean that much. Now, that being said, I'm going to predict an Amir Khan stoppage over Marcos Maidana in this fight for a few reasons. The first is Freddie Roach, the Freddie Roach factor. I don't think you can underestimate the importance of Freddie Roach in the Amir Khan corner. I think he's a totally different fighter with Freddie steering the ship. He's different offensively, he's much better defensively, and his all-round ring intelligence has improved. Also, looking at this fight, I think that something that's sort of slipped under the radar is the chin of Marcos Maidana. It's a good chin, he has got a good chin, but it's not an iron chin by any stretch of the imagination. He does get dropped when he's tagged. He was dropped 3 times by young Victor Ortiz before coming back strong and breaking Victor Ortiz's heart. I think that Maidana is going to come out like a house on fire going for the knockout, because Maidana knows that he can't outbox Khan, and he's going to want to try and catch Khan cold. And I think that this is going to cause problems for him, because I think Freddie Roach is going to look at Marcos Maidana and he's going to see what I see, which is a tough, durable guy, but a limited guy. He's a bit raw, and I think that Freddie Roach is going to pick the right punch for Khan to look for. You know, he's going to find the weakness. He's going to see where Maidana's open. And to be quite honest, he's not going to have to look that hard, because, you know, let's be clear here, Maidana leaves his chin out to dry. He is wide open. He's somewhat slow when he's moving. He does have a high work rate, but there's definitely plenty of chinks in the armour. And I think that Maidana is going to be at a rush to get Khan out of there. And I think that he's going to leave himself open, and I can just see Khan planting something on Maidana's chin. And as we saw in Khan's last fight, he's definitely a finisher. So if he gets Maidana hurt, I'm fairly sure he'll finish the guy off. It's a risky fight. I haven't seen the betting line yet. I'd imagine it'll be close, and I'd imagine that they're picking Khan by decision or Maidana by KO as the favourite. So if you want to make some money, take the Khan KO, because I think that there'll be good odds on that. If you want to back it up, or if you want a safe bet, then I'd say just take the fight not to last 12 rounds, because frankly I can't see it going 12. I can't see Amir boxing a perfect 12-round fight without getting caught at least once by Maidana, and I can't see Maidana sitting back and letting himself be outboxed for 12 rounds. He's going to go for it, and when he does, I think he'll get caught. I'm just basing this on Khan's hand speed advantage and his overall ring intelligence. So tell me what you think, leave your comments, and hopefully I'll do another prediction for you next week. Thanks for listening.